What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Champion Spoon Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Five Nights at Freddy's 5-inch Freddy action figure from the new toy line by Funko. So if you haven't seen it on my channel already, I have reviewed two of Funko's plushies from the Five Nights at Freddy's series, and today we're going to be taking a look at the actual 5-inch action figure toy line. So first up, the only one I could find in my local Walmarts is Freddy. These guys are extraordinarily hard to find, and I mean very scarily hard to find. This is literally the only figure I've ever seen in person, whether it be on shelves or not. And I mean the only figure in my entire state. I have went to towns over and have found empty rack after empty rack after empty rack. So if you guys can get your hands on any of these figures, do it. I was actually out for a Bonnie and had to settle for a Freddy because it was the only one I could get my hands on. But you know, that would explain the lack of videos lately. These guys do run about $11-12 in store, anywhere from about 11 to 15 online, Amazon, places like that. Depends, depending on which figure it is. Freddy and Golden Freddy, I believe, being the cheapest of the entire set and probably the easier ones to find. It is no surprise that I actually found this guy. The packaging when I got it was already kind of broken as it was. Which I will be featuring at the end of the review. I'll do a quick look at the packaging, or maybe I'll just edit it in right here. Alright guys, let's take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see here, this is where Freddy sits in the tray. Here's the Springtrap arm and the microphone. Collect all Five Nights at Freddy's figures and build your own Springtrap. Includes right arm. So it even tells you right there which piece you get. Freddy, as you can see, Five Nights at Freddy's. As you can see, like I said, I do cut mine out of the packaging with an X-Acto knife, but here's what I meant by it was destroyed. Or at least, I don't know, I say that at some point, but as you can see, it was already kind of ripped in the store, so that's probably why it, you know, stayed on the shelf for a little bit. But I got a picture of Freddy up there. I don't know if I can't really get that on. There we go. Very, very nice. On the back here we have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Golden Freddy, Foxy, build your own Springtrap, Funko. Really not much here. It says not a toy. I don't know why it would say that, but apparently it's a collectible, not a toy. Yeah, just more text up here. Collectible articulated action figure. Yeah, so not really much going on with the box, but it is very, very nice to look at. I will give him that. Right, so now that we're back from that, let's take a quick look at the figure. So as you can see, he is very nicely sculpted, very, very beautifully sculpted. Has some great paintwork on there. Let's just do a quick 360. If I can get him in the light a little bit better. As you can see, very, very accurate, very, very nice looking. Very brown, obviously, because he is a bear. I do like how they do have a little bit of contrast in the browns in places. Has a little bit of that worn texture on it, like it's a material more than a plastic, even though of course it's a plastic toy. However, the texture does change when you get to these little arm pieces here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is a bit different there. Look at that. That's a bit weird. It's even a different color brown, but yeah, that's probably my only complaint, apart from the fact that these guys fall apart all the time. So yeah, but the ears do not actually move, or not supposed to, so be careful. These will probably pop off. I've heard some complaints of Bonnies being broken because they thought they were able to move, even though nowhere in any description does it say that. You know, people are stupid. But just be very careful. I believe these are the correct eyes. I believe Freddy is supposed to have blue eyes, so at least I got that accurate. The teeth are nice and blocky, pretty well painted, honestly. A bit sloppy, but still nice, as you can see. Little nice black bow tie there, very nice painting there. As you can see, he comes with two accessories, one of which is something I will get to the end of the video, whereas here is the microphone. Very, very simple, just a little microphone, totally the same texture on the whole thing. And here's a little bit of a better look at Freddy. His arms. And his very, very accurate, whoops, getting in the light there. Very, very, very accurate feet. I love the accuracy of the feet on these guys. They're very, very nice. As you can see on the bottom, licensing by Funko, made in China, 2016's got coffin, little black number, all that stuff. So as far as articulation for these guys, head I believe is on a ball joint up inside of the head there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does have sort of a swivel bit there. So it can move completely 360. I don't want to do it real quick. I don't like to loosen up these joints too bad. But it does turn 360, and you can get a very good range of motion. The head can go up about that far, looking quite far up as if he's looking up into the rafters. And he can look pretty far down as if he's looking at a child approaching him from the stage. So very, very nice there. Can also bend his head from side to side a little bit, get a little bit of that creepy tilt going. So I adore the head articulation. It's very well thought out. Unlike a few other parts of this guy, but definitely there, very beautiful. The arms are on a ball joint. Now, here's one of the problems that I mentioned, I believe, earlier. These guys fall apart. Really, it has more to do with the design of these guys. As you can see, each figure comes with a build-your-own spring trap part, so these guys kind of are meant to come apart and be switched out. So, yeah. But, let me just take a quick look at this. So as you can see, the body does come apart in many places. We have the upper shoulder area that comes off. We have the wrist and forearm. I do not believe the hand is meant to come off, although on this hand it comes off quite a lot. But that was my own fault, as I believe it's not supposed to come off. So, whoops. But this arm is actually fairly strong. The arm does bend out about this far. That's about it. That's all it can really do. It can swivel, of course, down here at the forearm. Like I said, ball joint up here, not much to talk about there. There is no waist articulation or anything. Hips are also on just a single line sticking out ball joint. And knee is also on one of those, one of those pivot sort of like forearm pieces. And of course the feet have no articulation. So, whoop. So professional. So, real quick, let me get him back into his form. Alright, so here's Freddy back in his form back there. But real quick, we're going to take a quick look at the spring trap. Little buildable piece. We'll be doing a spring trap video someday whenever I get all the figures. He'll probably be the last one to be reviewed, obviously. But as you see, he's missing his middle finger, so he can't flip you beautiful ladies and gentlemen at home off. So sad. But very, very nice. Very, very nice weathering, tearing, wires coming out there, or guts, or whatever that is. I think these are actually wires. Because in the game there are guts and wires hanging out. Maybe one of these is a wire and a gut. I don't know. But really, really nice either way. Very, very beautiful, nasty shade there. Cannot wait to have Springtrap. He is like my favorite character of all time. So really, really glad that if this Funko line doesn't end up going very well, which I doubt it based on how many they've sold. I mean, even online they're already sold out to where like every place is saying we're out of stock, give us some time to order more. So I believe Funko will be making very, very, very massive profits on these figures. I feel like we're going to get every figure in the series eventually. I feel like they're just going to pump these guys out because these are doing extraordinarily well, selling out absolutely everywhere. So but yeah, that's pretty much all it for the spring trap arm. And anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Absolutely beautiful figure. Completely recommend this guy. If you love Five Nights at Freddy's or you just love collecting in general, this is a great figure to get your kids. They do come apart pretty easily, so watch out for small parts, but at the same time, they are pretty good size. You're looking at about 5 inches all the way up to maybe the tip of the hat, I believe. So it's a pretty good deal. Around $11 if you can, $12 if you can find them online and stores as well. They are going fast, so if you can get your hands on them, I would absolutely suggest you do it now. I'm going to give this guy a 9 out of 10 due to the fact that some of the parts fall off a little easily, or else it would be a 10. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. Have a great one, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.